Okay, good morning. So we're up to Siman Kuf Ayin Dalet Sif Ches. Let's just finish off this Siman. We're talking about Yayin B'toich HaSuda. So the last Sif says, Al Yayin Sheb'toich HaMozin. When you have wine during the meal, Kol Echod Ve'echod Mevarich La'atzmai Afilu Hesebu Yachad. That every single person makes their own bracha, and even if you've got a big crowd together where one person could be Motzi others, everyone makes their own bracha. Says the Ramah, V'lo Yechedin La'nos Amen, and they're not, because the reason is if one person would make the bracha, they've got to say Amen, and in the middle of in the middle of a meal they can't do that. Mishum Techashin and Shemeyaktim Kona Levesha, they might choke. The Chas v'Shalom, the food might go down the windpipe, and therefore it is dangerous. Says the Mishnah Berurah. Let's just do the Mishnah Berurah till there. Afilu hesebu yachad rotzoloma. V'lo k'mod arminim ba'alman. We don't apply the normal rules. Dem hesebu yachad echod motzi kulam. That one person is motzi everyone. V'odiv tfei mishum b'rov om hadras melech. Generally speaking, that is preferred. Like for example, at Kiddush, one person should make Kiddush for everyone. B'rov am hadras melech. However, this is the exception. During the meal, if you decide to have some wine, everyone should make their own bracha, because you can't answer Amen. If one person were to make the bracha, they would not be able to answer Amen. Says the Mishnah Berurah Mem Aleph, even though we normally say Shemer Ka'ina, I'm just listening and it's as if I've said it. And not saying Amen is not ma'akev. We are choishesh shemiyanu amen v'yistakein. The concern is they may say amen, and if they're in the middle of eating, saying amen is dangerous. Why? Mishum dechashinan, says Mishmur Membeis, hainu mishum de'iskin oz ba'achila, because they're in the middle of the meal and they're eating. Ve'ein beis hablia ponuyim, and the beis hablia is busy, is sort of ingesting the food. A mavur b'poiskim teledei zu afim yanichu melechu v'yachinu atzmam lishma habracha v'lanus amen gam kein lo mahani. Even if they say, okay, stop eating everyone, I'm going to say the bracha, still according to the first opinion in the Shulchan Aruch, lo mahani, it doesn't help. To mikol makom chashin and shema lo yizharu lahafsik. We're worried that they may not be careful to stop. Milechol v'yovel l'dei sakona, and they might come to some danger. Interestingly, says the footnote in 47, umitam zeh das hagon Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, she'ein losuach im odem be'emtza achilos lefi shegerm le'lanos v'listakein. You've got to be careful when you're sitting with someone and you're both eating, that don't engage him in conversation when he's in the middle of eating, because for the same concern, he might chas v'shalom choke, and therefore you've got to take care of that. Okay, let's continue the Ramah. V'yesh omrim, de'im omer lohem sovri rabboisai. If, however, you're sitting at a meal, and you want to make a ber bragofen, and you say, savri rabboisai, v'yishmu v'yichavnu lebracha, and everyone listens to the bracha, v'lo yochlu oz v'yanu amen, and they stop eating and they answer amen, then echad mevarich lekulam. Then one person can make a bracha for all of them. V'chein noagim, and that indeed is the minhag. V'yomar savri rabboisai. Rotzaloma, what does that mean? Sovri matem lotzis v'bracha zu. Think to have in mind to be yotze with this bracha. V'lo yomar birshus rabboisai. You don't say birshus, you just say savri. V'chein kol makom shemevarchen hayayim mishum birchas hayayin sheb'toich hasuda ein omrim birshus ela savri mitam shenizboya. Okay, let's see the Mishnah what that means. Mem Gimel, v'yesh omrim. Now the second opinion is that one person can say the bracha to Motzi everyone else. Tehem svir lehu atam, te'ein echod yochel hotzi chaveiroi, bebirchas hayayin sheb'toich hasuda, mishum detrudim hem lechol, v'lo yitnu leiv lechaven lishma v'lotzes, v'lochein oma mikodim shivorech savri moirai. So what you do is you just get their attention. You say savri moiri, u'manichin kulen lechol, everyone stops eating, v'yichavnu libam lebracha, and everyone therefore can focus on the one bracha that he's making. Shapidomi, that works very well. V'gam mishum sakona svir lehu de'ein kan kiven sheposkul lechol, and the concern about them choking, we're not worried about that because they've stopped eating. Echod mevarich lekulam mem daled utzrichin sheitamu kulam tekef me'akois v'lo yafsiku bein bracha la'ashtia. If someone does that, let's say at Shabbos lunch, and you want to get out a bottle of wine, and everyone wants to have a drink, so you, according to the Ramah, what you do is you say, okay, Rabbi says, I'll make a bracha v'motzi everyone. Everyone stopped eating, but then I make the ber bragofen, but everyone should drink straight away and not talk, because otherwise, because that bracha is covering them, they should eat. They should drink straight away as soon as they've heard the bracha. V'yoma savri rabboisai. What does that mean? Rotzaloma bebracha sheb'toich hasuda. A ber bragofen during the meal. Kashe'echad mevorech u'moitzi kulam lo yom b'rshus Rabbi Yisai. The lashon zeh ein el netilas reshus levorech. I'm asking their permission. El savri Rabbi Yisai means dahanu shiafsiku milechol. That's sort of saying, okay, Rabbi Yisai, put your forks and knives down, stop eating. V'milechol v'yitnu leiv d'shma bracha v'lotzeis. Kol makom rotzolema kashe'echad moitzi chavera. Generally, when one person is moitzi somebody else, k'may kiddush v'havdalah b'chai gavna b'chuppah bris milah she'ein noagin lo mesavri klal d'hu mishum d'rak mishum d'tzorech netilas reshus or malayayin savri makom reshus. In a place where when you ask reshus, you say birshus Rabbi Yisai. When you wanted to get their attention, you say savri. But at a bris, al b'chuppah or milah she'ein noitlim reshus ein lo mesavri klal. You're not asking reshus and you're not asking for their attention, and therefore you don't have to say anything. Ein omen b'reshus pirush after hayoroi loma yoseh b'reshus she'u netilas reshus me'amasubin shachafetzim boy yoseh she'yotzi yosem b'rechasei. You're being made to them in their bracha. Ele mishum birchas hayayin shebetoich hasuda demuchach lo mesavri kadei she'afsidu kulekol. You're getting their attention that they should stop eating, and therefore na'agulem eloshen zeh b'chol mokash mevarchin lahitzi acherim. So in other words, when you want to say to ask them, like you get honored to do benching, to do the zimun. So you say b'shus, with your reshus I will bench on, But if you want to say, Rabbi Yisai, put your forks and knives down, listen up, I'm being made to you, you say savri. That's the lashon. And at a bris or something like that, you don't need to say anything, but you're not asking permission, you not need to get their attention, you're just making a ber pragofen. That's what comes out. Okay.